Good evening, one and all. Myself K. Manjula, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Nagarjuna Degree College, Nalgonda. In today's session, I am dealing the chapter carboxylic acids and their derivatives. The main objectives of this session are preparation of aliphatic carboxylic acids by the hydrolysis of alkyl nitriles, amides and esters. Preparation of aliphatic carboxylic acids from Grignard reagent, that is RMGX. In previous session, we have learned a little about preparation of carboxylic acids by the hydrolysis of alkyl nitriles. Today, we will learn that in detail how carboxylic acids are prepared by the hydrolysis of alkyl nitriles. What are alkyl nitriles? Alkyl nitriles are nothing but alkyl cyanides. Now, RCN is the general formula for alkyl nitriles or alkyl cyanides, where R is alkyl group, CN is cyanide group. C stands for carbon, N stands for nitrogen. The nitriles on hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means addition of water in presence of an acid H plus. Acid is shortly denoted with H plus, or base which is denoted as OH minus, form carboxylic acids. That is, the nitriles on hydrolysis, that is addition of water in presence of an acid or base, form carboxylic acids. That is, what is the equation for this? This is the equation. Alkyl nitrile on hydrolysis, on the arrow mark we have H2O and H plus. That is, hydrolysis in presence of an acid forms RCOOH, carboxylic acid, and ammonia. In this alkyl nitrile or alkyl cyanide, if you observe, there is a triple bond between carbon and nitrogen. That is, cyanide, in cyanide group there is a triple bond between carbon and nitrogen, and R stands for alkyl group. For example, in place of R, if we take methyl group CH3, in place of R we have taken CH3 methyl group, then it will be methyl nitrile in presence of H2O oblique H plus, that is hydrolysis in presence of an acid produces, previously if we take R, RCOOH, now if we have taken CH3 in place of R, that's why now it becomes CH3COOH. If it is R or COOH, that is a general equation. This is a specified equation in which CH3 is present in place of R. What is CH3COOH? Acetic acid. And what is the byproduct? Ammonia. That is, CH3C part is converting into CH3COOH and nitrogen part is converting into ammonia. And that is, on hydrolysis, CN becomes what? COOH. We have to remember this for chain reactions, for conversions. If CN is present, how to convert that into COOH means we write CN on hydrolysis produces COOH. Now, how it is happening? Mechanism. During hydrolysis, amides are formed as intermediates. In previous session, what are amides we have discussed very clearly. Amides are RCONH2. The general formula for amides is RCONH2. In this, amides are formed as intermediates. Now, if we take the first equation and start how it has converted into RCOOH, the mechanism will be as follows. For mechanism, I am taking which equation? I am taking this equation For mechanism, I am taking this equation RCN in presence of, by hydrolysis in presence of acid. Of course, we can take the hydrolysis in presence of base also. Okay. Now the mechanism like that. Yes, the hydrolysis in presence of base OH minus, that is we are taking OH minus here. What is happening in RCN, as the electronegativity of nitrogen is more than that of carbon, the pi bond is shifting towards nitrogen. As we are seeing the arrow mark, the pi bond is shifting onto nitrogen. So why? What is the meaning of electronegativity? It is the tendency of an atom to attract the electron pair of the bond towards itself. That is the tendency to attract electrons. Simply, the tendency to attract electrons is more for nitrogen when compared to carbon. That's why the pi bond is easily shifting towards nitrogen. By that, what will happen? Nitrogen will get negative charge and carbon will lose a bond. Thereby, carbon will get positive charge. Now, as nitrogen is getting negative charge and carbon is getting positive charge by losing the bond, OH minus is forming bond with carbon. As it is minus, it is forming bond with carbon. How? Yes, this is the resulting. That is, as the pi bond is shifted towards nitrogen, N got minus charge, and as carbon lost one bond, OH minus has donated its electron, that is minus, to carbon and formed a bond. COH bond is formed. Now, what will happen? Now, in the mixture, what we are doing here, this OH minus is corresponding to the base. In presence of a catalyst base, we do this now. That's why we are taking base. Now, what is the other remaining factor? H2O. H2O is there. In presence of H2O, this will convert into what? Yes, in presence of H2O, here H2O is written as HOH, H2O. And if we write this as two parts, H plus and OH minus. Now this N minus will capture H plus from water, N minus H plus, forming a bond NH. That is, in the resulting compound, there is NH, no minus for nitrogen. It has formed bond with H plus in water, thereby it has become NH. And COH is as it is. Now this COH will convert into this one like this. Yes. Now there is a hydrogen. There is a hydrogen on oxygen. Now this bond between oxygen and hydrogen will shift between carbon and oxygen. Thereby it will become C double bond O. And thereby carbon will be having 2, 2, 1, 5 bonds. Then to maintain 4 bonds for carbon, 1 pi bond is shifted towards nitrogen. Then nitrogen will get minus, N minus will become. Now this hydrogen which has lost its bond will become H plus and go to the nitrogen and accept its electrons and form NH2. Thereby, what is happening overall? The bond between carbon and oxygen is becoming a double bond, and nitrogen is capturing this hydrogen as NH2. So this is RNH2, alkyl amide. So this is the intermediate that is formed during hydrolysis. Now this is not the final product. What is our final product? Acetic acid is the final product. To get the final product, still it has to be converted into carboxylic acid. How? Carboxylic acid is the final product. Now this further undergoes hydrolysis in presence of an acid to form the left part. RCO part will become RCOOH and nitrogen NH2 part will become NH3, that is carboxylic acid and ammonia. So this is the detailed mechanism of hydrolysis of alkyl nitriles in presence of base and water. Of course, RCONH2 alkyl amides are converted in presence of H2 and H plus. They are hydrolyzed to form carboxylic acids. Now, this is the overall mechanism and reaction for hydrolysis of alkyl nitrates to form carboxylic acids. So, shall we see in clearly? First of all, what will happen? R, C, triple bond, N. This is alkyl nitrile, the reactant. This reactant, because of electronegativity difference between carbon and nitrogen, nitrogen is more electronegative. This pi bond shift towards nitrogen. Thereby what will happen? This will become, carbon is losing bond, it will become C plus, and nitrogen is gaining bond, it will become minus. That is it is becoming R, C, double bond, N minus C plus. Now this step we are not showing, just we simply show the arrow, that's all. And we have to understood the thing behind the arrow. Okay, now this is reacting with what? Base. OH minus shall be on oxygen, OH minus. Now this OH minus, as it has excess electrons, minus means excess electrons, so it will donate its electron pair to carbon. Why? By losing bond, carbon is getting positive charge now, that's why. So that is, it will form bond with carbon, C minus O plus, C plus OH minus, C plus OH minus. So by forming bond, it will neutralize. Now this is the resulting compound. So in between, we don't show C plus N minus separately, just we show the arrow onto nitrogen. That is, the bond is shifted to nitrogen. That's why nitrogen is getting negative charge. And carbon, as it is losing bond, it is gaining bond or forming a new bond with OH. That's why a new bond is formed between carbon and oxygen. So this is the first step. Now, then what is happening after this? After this N minus has to be neutralized. So that's why it is reacting with H2O. H2O is shown as HOH. HOH is again two parts, H plus and OH minus. Now nitrogen needs this H plus. So nitrogen gives its electron pair to H plus and forms what? NH to neutralize that. That is, RC bond OH double bond N minus will become RC bond OH double bond NH. Okay. RC bond OH double bond N minus plus, of course, will hydrolyze in presence of HOH. It needs this H plus part in water, of course, forms bond with NH. Yes, to show that how we take, we simply show in with HOH only. With HOH, what will happen? RCOH. This part is as it is, double bond is also as it is. N minus will form bond with H plus to form NH. So this is called as imine. NH double bond part is there, no? That's why it is called as imine. Now this imine will rearrange, simply rearrange. How this imine will rearrange? R C bond OH double bond NH. This is our imine. In this imine, the bond between OH, I need that bond for now. That's why I showed that separately. I need it now. That's why I show this separately. OH. This bond between oxygen and hydrogen will shift towards carbon and oxygen. Shifts between carbon and oxygen. Then there is no more. As it is losing bond, it will become H plus. Okay. So what is happening? Just simply we erase here and keep a new bond here. C double bond O, new bond is formed between these two. And hydrogen has lost its bond. Now see how many bonds for carbon? 2, 2, 1. 5 bonds are there. But carbon shall form only 4 bonds. So for that purpose, shift one bond to nitrogen. Then what will nitrogen become? Yes, by shifting bond to nitrogen, what will become? What does it become? Yes, gaining of electrons minus. Now this N minus H plus will form bond and erase the charges. Yes, NH2. So what it has become? NH2. So that is, we show this is nothing but RCONH2. Are you able to identify? RCONH2, amide. This is okay. This is how the previous one. What was the previous one? What is the previous one? R C bond O bond H double bond NH. Okay, we don't show all these plus minus. Simply what we will show? Pi bond shifted here, this pi bond shifted here, and this nitrogen captures this hydrogen. That's all. Simply we show like this, RCONH2. Behind that, so much matter is there to understand. Okay. Now this is not the final product. This is an intermediate. Amide, alkyl amide is the intermediate. Now this amide is still has to be converted into carboxylic acid. How? RCONH2 in presence of H2O oblique H plus will convert into RCOOH. So simply you can remember like this, how H2O in presence of H2O it is happening, no? H2O OH H, that is HOH. Break this and connect these two parts. Just to remember this is a shortcut to remember. RCOOH and H3. So what are the products? RCOOH plus. So what is this part? NH3. That is nothing but carboxylic acid and ammonia. So this is the final product what we are getting. So in this way we understand this mechanism. Nitrile addition with OH minus. What are the conversions? Change in, that is OH on carbon is coming, minus on nitrogen is coming, and in presence of H2O, nitrogen captures this hydrogen to form NH. Next, pi bond, this bond between OH shifts towards carbon and oxygen, thereby it is changing into C double bond O, and this hydrogen is captured by nitrogen as NH2. So this is the alkyl amide. This is the alkyl amide intermediate which on hydrolysis gives our final carboxylic acid. So this is how alkyl nitriles on hydrolysis in presence of acid are base produce carboxylic acids. Now coming to the second one, by hydrolysis of amides. As we have seen just now, what are amides? RCO and H2 are the amides, alkyl amides. On hydrolysis in presence of an acid or base, they form carboxylic acids. So here what we have taken, in presence of a base, 20% NaOH. By combining alkyl amide with 20% NaOH and by refluxing, simply we get what? We get carboxylic acid. So this is and of course this NH2 part is converted into ammonia, NH3. So this is a simple hydrolysis of amides in presence of an acid or base to form carboxylic acid. Yeah, simply we can remember this like this, how hydrolysis it is undergoing hydrolysis. No, just take here a breakup and H2O, we are adding H2O, overall it is hydrolysis. No, OH and H, take a break here also, and now combine these two parts RCOOH and combine these two parts NH3. Okay, so this is a simple way of remembering organic equations. Behind every organic equation, to remember, there will be simple logics. If you follow those logics, equations can be remembered very easily. Okay, so this is the second method, preparation of carboxylic acids by hydrolysis of amides. Now the third one, by the hydrolysis of esters. What are esters? These are also derivatives of carboxylic acids. We have seen what are esters, what is their functional group, what is their nomenclature in previous sessions. That is in carboxylic acids part 1 session we have seen. Okay, now esters are RCOOR dash. General formula for esters is RCOOR dash. Esters on hydrolysis with either mineral acids or alkalis yield the corresponding carboxylic acids RCOOH and alcohols R dash OH. That is in ester two parts, RCOOR dash ester, RCOOR dash. In this RCOO is becoming RCOOH, R dash is becoming R dash OH. That is the products are carboxylic acid and alcohols. And what we are doing to esters? Simply hydrolysis, that is addition of water in presence of acid or base. This is about hydrolysis of esters. So how the reaction will be? Yes, ester RCOOR dash plus H2O, water, hydrolysis in presence of a base, sodium hydroxide. Here on the arrow mark is base. The products are RCOOH, carboxylic acid, and R dash OH, alcohol. So this is the general equation. If in place of R, that is where R is alkyl group, so two R's are there, one R is R, one R is R dash. So to differentiate between these two alkyl groups, one is kept as R and one is kept as R dash. Whatever it may be, R or R dash, both represent alkyl groups. What are alkyl groups? Alkyl groups are methyl, CH3 methyl, C2H5 ethyl, C3H7 propyl. Like that, in place of R we can take anything. Most generally in examples we take, in place of R we take CH3 methyl group we take, and we take R dash as ethyl group, Okay, so we shall see this in detail in the next slides. Yes, RCOOR dash plus NaOH gives rise to RCOONA plus R dash OH. Simple. So this is sodium salt of carboxylic acid is produced. In place of OR dash, Na is substituted and R dash is taking OH from NaOH to form R dash OH. That is, R dash OH is alcohol. So this is alcohol. And this is sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Now this is written in the form of statement. Hydrolysis with alkali, that is in presence of a base OH minus, is more rapid and sodium salt of carboxylic acid is produced. RCOONA is produced. RCONA is sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Now, which on treatment with mineral acid produces carboxylic acids? RCOOH, that is this sodium salt of carboxylic acid still reacts with mineral acid, not organic acid, with mineral acid like HCl, H2SO4, H3PO4. These are all mineral acids that reacts with mineral acid to form what? RCOOH. How? So, RCOONA, yes, this sodium salt of carboxylic acid is reacting with a mineral acid HCl to form what? Carboxylic acid. Simply, and of course NaCl, and in this H is substituted here, Na is taken away with Cl as NaCl. Simply remember these equations. So this is how the hydrolysis with alkali, the hydrolysis of esters with alkali is carried out to produce carboxylic acids. With an example we shall see. Yes, so this is the overall reaction. In previous slide we have seen step by step. Now we have sum up all the equations. That is RCOR dash plus H2O directly producing carboxylic acid and alcohol. How this is happening? First of all, it reacts with base to form sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Then sodium salt of carboxylic acid reacts with a mineral acid to form carboxylic acid. So this is the sum up of previous slide. Now example of ester hydrolysis. So for example, what we have to take in place of R's, we have to take CH3 methyl ethyl groups. That is, as I have told earlier, in place of R we have taken methyl, and in place of R dash we have taken ethyl, C2H5. Then what it will be? CH3COO C2H5, CH3COO C2H5, RCOO R dash, RCOO R dash, no? So that's why CH2COO C2H5. So the name of this R dash is written before. C2H5 is ethyl, no? Ethyl acetate. It is called as ethyl acetate. Reacts with sodium hydroxide to form CH3COO Na. That is, this Na is substituted in place of C2H5, and this C2H5 is combining with OH to form what? Ethyl alcohol and sodium acetate, CH2COO Na. Now this CH2COO Na, which is a salt of carboxylic acid, its name is sodium acetate. So salts are present as plus and minus ions, ionic compounds, no? Salts like NaCl, Na plus and Cl minus. In the same manner, CH2COO Na, sodium acetate, is also present as CH2COO minus and Na plus. It will react with a mineral acid HCl, and Na plus Cl minus from HCl will combine to form NaCl, and this CH2COO minus will capture this H plus from acid to form CH2COOH, acetic acid. If you want to write the charges here, you may write, otherwise you can simply write as CH2COO Na plus HCl gives rise to CH2COOH plus NaCl. So this is what happening in ester hydrolysis. So, shall we see this simply? R COO R dash plus NaOH. So, first cut this R dash OH. So, what is this R dash OH? Alcohol. Okay, alcohol. And what is the remaining part? R COO Na, that is sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Okay, so this is the remaining part. This is how to write this. Now this RCOO react with a mineral acid. RCOO react with a mineral acid like HCl, H2SO4 like this. And in this, just take NaCl. Simple logic to remember. NaCl, take away. What is the remaining part? RCOOH. So this is carboxylic acid. Okay. Yes, the whole equation is explained with the help of CH3 in place of R and C2H5 in place of R dash. So this on hydrolysis in presence of NaOH, directly writing the product on hydrolysis in presence of NaOH followed by acidification with HCl. The direct product formed is CH3. This part is converting into CH2COOH plus C2H5. This part is converting into OH, C2H5OH. That is alcohol and acetic acid, the famous acetic acid. Okay. So this is how we are getting carboxylic acids by the hydrolysis of esters. And even simply we can remember without even NaOH, simply as we are saying hydrolysis, no, we can simply write like this also, CH3 COO C2H5 ester, like RCOO R dash ester. Now hydrolysis, that is reaction with water. Simply like this, HO H. Now combine these two parts, C2H5OH alcohol and CH2COOH carboxylic acid. Okay, so in this way also we can remember easily. We can identify and write the reaction for hydrolysis of esters to produce carboxylic acids. Now coming to the next method, the most important method, preparation of carboxylic acids from Grignard reagent RMGX. What do we mean by RMGX? Alkyl magnesium halides. So RMGX, Grignard reagent, alkyl magnesium halide is very important bit for many competitive examinations. In many competitive examinations, what is the meaning of RMGX is asked and what it is called Grignard reagent. So how Grignard reagents helps us in producing carboxylic acids? Addition of carbon dioxide is called carbonation, like hydration, hydrogenation, halogenation. In this way, carbonation, addition of carbon dioxide. That is, now what is it? In which way it is related to present topic? Grignard reagent readily, RMGX readily combines with CO2 to form an addition product which on hydrolysis produces carboxylic acids. That is, RMGX first combines with CO2 to form initially an additional product. That additional product on hydrolysis produces carboxylic acids. So in this way, this is the statement for preparation of carboxylic acids from Grignard reagent. What is used here? Carbon dioxide and hydrolysis. 2 steps are involved. What they are, we shall see. RMGX plus CO2. First, Grignard reagent is reacting with carbon dioxide. Carbonation. What will happen? This CO2 will embed in RMGX. How? Yes. See, RCOO-MgX. Simply CO2 is embedded in between R and MgX. Simple thing to remember. So this is an addition product. What we are calling this as addition product. Now the RCOOH. What is carboxylic acid? RCOOH is the carboxylic acid. Now the half part has come. RCOO skeleton has come. Simply by hydrolyzing, H will also come. RCOO part is, you are able to see this part, RCOO. To get H, what we have to do? Hydrolysis. Yes, H3O plus. H3O plus means in hydrolysis in presence of an acid. H3O plus gives RCOO part is converted into carboxylic acid, RCOOH, carboxylic acid, and in H2O, after H plus, what is the remaining part? OH. That OH is combining with MgX to form Mg has already bonded with X and newly bond with OH. MgXOH is the byproduct. This is our main product, carboxylic acid. In this way, we prepare carboxylic acid from Grignard reagent initially by carbonation, then the addition product formed is hydrolyzed to form carboxylic acid. Shall we see the 3 steps once again? RMGX on carbonation, that is reaction with carbon dioxide. Simply CO2 is embedded between R and MgX. This is an addition product. This on hydrolysis, H2O, RCOOH, that is hydrolysis H2O oblique H plus, or simply hydrolysis you may write H2O also. RCOOH, that is this part is converting into RCOOH, and MgX is part is converting into MgX and OH. So this is the way carboxylic acids are produced from Grignard reagents. Now, how this has happened? We shall see simply. R Mg X plus CO2. Now what is CO2? Carbon has 4 bonds, oxygen has 2 bonds. That's why this is CO2. In CO2, oxygen is high electronegative when compared to carbon. That's why the pi bond between carbon and oxygen will shift towards oxygen, as its electronegativity is more. The electronegativity of oxygen is 3.5, whereas that of carbon is only 2.1. That is, relatively it can attract the pi bond more towards itself. Okay. RMGX plus C double bond O, and this pi bond is shifting towards oxygen. If pi bond is shifting towards oxygen, what will happen? Oxygen will get minus charge and carbon will get plus charge. That is, after this pi bond has shifted towards oxygen, this oxygen will get negative charge and carbon will get positive charge. That is C double bond O bond O minus it is, and as C is losing bond, C plus. That is, CO2 is becoming like this, C double bond O, C plus O minus. Now, if we have previous knowledge, RMgx is two parts, R minus Mgx plus. As Mg has plus 2 charge, x minus plus 2 minus becomes plus, that is R minus Mgx plus. Now simply add plus 2 minus 2 plus, that is Mgx plus forms bond with O minus and R minus forms bond with carbon. Okay, so and while writing, the arrow mark should be in which way? From minus to plus. Always the arrow mark is minus to plus, that is minus electron excessive compound always donates electron to plus. Here R minus has electron excess, that's why it donates electrons to C plus. That is simply what is formed. R Mgx plus C double bond O is forming, starting with C. C O double bond O. C has got plus now, that's why R forms bond with C and O forms bond with Mgx. So this is the intermediate compound addition product, that is in between R and Mgx, CO2 is embedded like this. It can be written in which way? This way, RCOO Mgx. Now this one RCOO Mgx on hydrolysis, H2O. So hydrolysis H2O, take H2O here, HOH. Simply imagine like this, okay? So cut these two parts and cut these two parts. So what is the left side part? RCOOH, carboxylic acid, plus Mg is already bonded with X and new bond with OH. So MgXOH. So this is our carboxylic acid. This way the intermediate addition product has converted into carboxylic acid by hydrolysis. Okay, so that is RMgx plus CO2 gives rise to RCOO MgX on hydrolysis produces carboxylic acid and magnesium hydroxyhalide. Okay, that is the byproduct. In this way we prepare carboxylic acids from Grignard reagents. So this is the simple one. Thank you. Stay home and stay safe.